In earlier lectures, you learned how to execute test cases using doctest and unit test. To thoroughly test your function, how many test cases are needed, and which test cases should you choose? The answers to those questions depend on the function being tested. In this lecture, you'll learn how to choose test cases. The first function that we'll test is called count lowercase vowels. It's similar to the count vowels function that you've seen before, except it only counts lowercase vowels as opposed to both lowercase and uppercase. This function takes one argument, a string, and it returns an int. To test the function, we need to pick values for the string argument, and then call the function to make sure that it returns what we expect in each case. It's not realistic to test this function with every possible string argument. Instead, we group the strings into relevant categories, and then choose one representative string from each category and test with that argument. When choosing the string argument, we need to consider the length of the string and the characters that make up the string. There are many options for string lengths. For this problem, we'll use 3 lengths, 0, 1, and 6. And these will represent the empty string, single character strings, and strings with more than one character. Now, which characters should we use? For this problem, we are counting vowels, so we're going to pick the characters that we include in the string based on whether they are vowels or non-vowels. The actual character doesn't matter. If we want a non-vowel, we could use B, N, the question mark, or any other character that is not a vowel. Let's make a table of the test cases. We are going to have 3 columns: the value of the argument to the function, the expected return value of the function given that argument, and a description of the test case. The first test case will use the empty string as the argument to the function. In this case, we'd expect the function to return 0, since the string doesn't contain any vowels. Next, we'll consider strings of length 1. For the first string, it will contain a vowel, and the second one won't. In the first case, we expect the function to return 1, and in the second case, we expect the function to return 0. Next, we need to choose test cases for longer strings. Like before, we pick the characters to include based on whether they are vowels or not. We're going to use 3 longer strings: a string containing no vowels, a string containing a mix of vowels and non-vowels, and a string containing all vowels. Also, for the string containing all vowels, we're going to include all 5 to make sure that each vowel is counted. Now that we've chosen the test cases, you can implement them using unit test.